I am pleased to present this video in partnership with www.AllFreeChristmasCrafts.com. Hello, thanks for tuning in. My name is Caroline, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a Gingerbread Man soap. So this is a great project if you don't have a lot of money for fancy soap molds, because we're going to use a cookie cutter instead of a soap mold. So really you could use any cookie cutter you wanted. This one I found for about $1 at my local craft store. You could buy more than one and make multiples. So this is a really affordable project because it doesn't really use any expensive soap molds. Now, first of all, to get started with this project, you can either use white soap or you can use clear glycerin soap. So I noticed when I was making mine that the clear glycerin soap used up less food coloring to get the brown color, and the white soap used up more. But I liked how the white turned into brown eventually. So this one's a little bit translucent, and then this one I thought came out looking more like a gingerbread man. So lots of options in this project. Do what you think is best. Alright, so to get started, let me tell you about the materials you need for this project. You will need a cookie cutter of your choice. You'll need your soap of your choice. You will need to cut up your soap with maybe a cutting board and a knife into small chunk-sized pieces. You'll only need about 3 ounces of soap for this project. These aren't very large soaps. You will need a measuring cup with a stirring spoon, microwave safe. You'll be microwaving the soap. And you'll need some brown dye. So if you don't have brown food coloring or something to make it brown, you will use the colors yellow, red, and blue. These are yellow, red, and blue food colorings that will mix together to make the brown color. If you'd like to add a scent, you can add a scent of your choice too. You'll also need a bobby pin. You don't even have to use a good one. We'll use a bobby pin as an etching tool in this project. And of course a spritzer bottle with rubbing alcohol inside. We'll use that in this project. An eyedropper, and then you'll need some aluminum foil, just a little bit of aluminum foil, and then to wrap up your soaps at the end you might want to use some plastic wrap. And that's what you need for this project. So let's get started. To start this project off, I am taking a small piece of aluminum foil and wrapping it around the bottom of my cookie cutter. Next, I am cutting up my melt and pour glycerin soap into small chunks. I will put about 3 ounces in my measuring cup. Then we will microwave the soap for about 40 seconds. Once the soap is completely melted, we start adding our yellow food coloring, and then followed by our red food coloring, and mix these together to form an orange color. After we have achieved an orange color, we will add our blue food coloring. Adding the blue food coloring should give us the desired brown color. We continue to mix until all the food coloring is dissolved. Next, we add the fragrance of our choice. Now we simply pour our melted soap into our homemade soap mold / cookie cutter. Then we spritz with a little rubbing alcohol. Now we will let the soap solidify for 1 to 2 hours. Now that the soap is solid, we will just pop it out of our little cookie cutter. Now I will use my bobby pin to etch the decorations and face into my gingerbread soap man. I start by making 2 eyes. I use the rounded part of the pin and I twirl around my soap to make 2 rounded indentations where the eyes go on the gingerbread man. Next, I will make 3 buttons for my gingerbread man soap using the same technique. Using the rounded part of the pin, I twirl around my soap and make 3 little buttons for my gingerbread soap man. Last but not least, I will take my bobby pin and etch a smile into my gingerbread man soap. In this step, I have melted down just a small amount of my white glycerin melt and pour soap, and using an eyedropper, I will fill in the etched spaces of my gingerbread man to do the eyes and then the buttons and finally the mouth. To finish, spritz with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and then let dry 5 to 10 minutes. This video has been brought to you in partnership with www.allfreechristmascrafts.com.